Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Now, I know some of you guys are probably new watching this and you are deciding should you get this new Asuka WILLE, alright, which is this current version, the one with the eye patch, or the old Asuka, because we also have the previous Evangelion collaboration rerun. Now this video, I want to focus more on this character right here, Asuka WILLE. I find her really impressive, really happy with her kit actually, kind of insane. And we're gonna focus on her. I will make a separate video because I don't want to confuse the veteran players and the new players in terms of the advice. It's really hard to condense it all in one video because I want to show you guys the testing results of this Asuka right here. Alright, she is damn. Alright, just the word is just damn. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, let's go. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about Asuka WILLE. If you don't recruit her, you're gonna regret. Asuka WILLE. Let's go. Now, if you guys are wondering, she's going to be 2% out of the 4%. She's not 1%. She's not like Pilgrim Raids, right? So still kind of decent. Collab characters generally don't come back. So if you guys, you know, if you guys want to get her, now's your only chance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, no fake out, no fake out. Alright, I see how that is. Alright, so the first stand, we didn't quite get anything. So hopefully... Can we 2-tap? Can we 2-tap? Uh-oh. Come on, come on. Fake out. Okay, okay. Abnormal. Abnormal. Let's go. Ab. Ab. Okay, it's all the way at the back. Number 8 one. Come on. Ah, Missilis. Missilis. Okay, okay, okay. Who is this? Check out this new trick. Epino. Okay, no thanks. No Epino. Alright, come on, come on. SSS tier Asuka, come on. We gotta have this. We need this one, alright? Alright, it's gonna be here. I believe. Third time's the charm. Third time is the charm. 30 pulls. 30 pulls. Alright, here comes. Here comes Asuka.
What are your orders?
Alright, we just need it to be abnormal, right? We just need to be abnormal. Abnormal? Yes! Yes! 30 pulls! 30 pulls! Asuka WILLE. Alright, that's life. Now of course, if you guys are not aware, we got 2 new Evangelion collaboration characters. That's going to be Asuka WILLE and Rei tentative name. Now the old ones, the Asuka is going to be there as well alongside with Rei and Mari Makinami. But these two is going to be perhaps, for the time being, it seems like they work in a duo. So let's talk about Asuka first. She's available this week. Rei tentative name will come next week. As you can see, she's a wind elemental DPS burst 3 character, machine gun. Alright. So you can see she has a very complex kit in terms of what she can do, but the idea here is on her skill 1 is a passive skill. She's going to be able to do damage every time she lands 50 normal attack. Very straightforward. And then she has this thing called the Annihilation State status. Now Annihilation State is unique to her. Alright, it's basically her burst skill right here, you can see, right? So let's talk about the burst skill. 40 seconds cooldown. So when she enters Annihilation State, her multiplier for damage will go down a little bit, but she will also do a couple of other things. There's 4 different effects, right? Multiplier damage went down by 40%, but reloads 21% magazine, attack increased by 46% of the caster's attack, and attack damage increased by 36%. I don't know why this is a very weird thing, but notice all of this buff lasts for 9 seconds, which is such a weird number, right? Why not just make it 10 seconds? And she also has this one more thing called the effect target with anti-AT field. Again, this is very unique to both Asuka WILLE and Rei tentative name, which is very important. We need to look at this individually later on, right? So after the Annihilation State ends, basically when everything ends, she fires powerful attack affected by anti-AT field. She's gonna do 6.62% additional damage, mirrors the stack count, etc. This is like whatever, right? It is going to do some damage, but it's not going to basically be the important one. The important one is when she enters Annihilation State on skill 1, 2 enemies nearest to the attack range, alright? She will basically deal 15.62%, and additional anti-AT field damage taken is going to increase by 0.83 for 30 seconds. This is going to stack up to 30 times. Very insane, very high numbers right here. So here's the thing, right? She also has this particular skill for skill 2 called the emergency repair. this is pretty much going to increase her attack damage. You can see it reduces machine gun heating up speed and clears ammo. Alright, so machine gun heating up speed reduced by 100% for 3 seconds. Now this is very, I'm pretty sure this is a debuff. And if you look at Rei tentative name's skill, she pretty much fixes this issue for Asuka WILLE because she has one skill right here. I'm just going to zoom in. So this is going to be, Rei is going to come next week like I mentioned. She's a wind, burst 3. And you can see right here, she has this particular machine gun heating up speed that will go up by 100% for 13 seconds. This particular skill right here. So she is going to counteract or neutralize this particular debuff that Asuka gets. Alright, clears 100% armor, recovers herself, and of course fixes the recharge speed with 60% increase for one shot. Let's briefly look at Rei's skill. So Rei also has this thing called Annihilation Support. Alright, again, affects the target when the target is in anti-AT field status. Now this anti-AT field status is unique to Asuka. So it's pretty much her skill right here, anti-AT field. As far as I know, nobody else can do this thing, right? Maybe in the future they might introduce more characters. I have no idea if that's going to be the case, right? One more thing is you can see, this is going to be on skill 1, right? For Rei skill 1, activates all allies in Annihilation state status. Now this Annihilation state status, this thing right here, is unique to Asuka, right? Right now, this is going to be the one. It's literally her burst skill. Nobody else has this. So this entire thing right here, this part, only benefits Asuka. So you want to put them in the same team. Basically, you get additional effect by 1 for 9 seconds. You get additional effect 500% increase. And you increase attack by 17.6%. All of this is definitely going to be used to buff Asuka, right? And then you can see for skill 2 right here, for Rei, tentative name, again, affects all allies with machine gun, which is Asuka right here. You're gonna get this. This is pretty much the only benefit for her machine gun characters. One more is this one. This one is a universal buff, thank god. Alright, Rei at least can be used like almost like a universal supporter in a way. Alright, at least you get this, right? Attack increased by 11% of caster's attack. And then this one is gonna boost Rei's damage pretty much. So you can see, Rei is supposed to, you know, the theory here, the ideal theory is to use Rei and Asuka together, right? So again, we don't have access to Rei yet, we only have access to Asuka for now. However, after testing Asuka, I can say I am very surprised. Even without Rei, she's right there performing almost as strong as the strongest win DPS right now in the game, which is Scarlet Black Shadow. You can see this is their damage next to each other, neck in neck. Asuka, WILLE, and Scarlet Black Shadow, very close, very close. Alright, so right now, in terms of the win elemental DPS character, Scarlet Black Shadow is going to be number 1 still. However, Asuka WILLE comes really close at 2nd place. Alright, if you are looking for a win DPS, and if you're looking to tackle solo raids, union raids, you want to tackle the win bosses, definitely Asuka WILLE is a very solid choice. Now, if you don't have Scarlet Black Shadow, obviously it's a no-brainer. You should get Asuka WILLE. She's the best win damage dealer right now in the game, accessible to you. Now, this is just her alone. I test them in this particular team with Sakura, not bursting, and of course, Little and Crown. Alright? To be fair, both of them are not in their most optimal team. I also want to compare with, you know, Sakura in this case, just to get an idea. So I think Asuka, even if she's not the first, she might actually be the 2nd best win DPS right now. Now, SPS, ideally you want to pair her with Alice or Mana, and Asuka, you want to pair her with Rei. I cannot test that yet because Rei is not out yet, but this damage is looking insane. So now, the better comparison would be to test them in their own team, right? So the best way to go about it is to test SBS plus Mana or Alice, whichever one, versus Asuka WILLE plus Rei tentative name. But so far, without their counterpart, right? It looks really close, man. It looks really close. Now, to be fair, the boss do have core, and we are activating core damage. So Scarlet Black Shadow is probably still going to be better suited in AoE scenarios, right? Even if you can't get Rei, right? This number is looking really good. So 3 machine gun units combat. So 1.4 billion. Asuka is better than Ludmilla. No way Rapi Red Hood is losing. No way. Okay, no. Rapi Red Hood is the killer. So machine gun characters right now. The strongest one. Rapi Red Hood number 1. Number 2, Asuka WILLE. Number 3, probably Winter Ludmilla or Modernia, depending on who. So I think Rapi Red Hood is still currently the strongest machine gun character, right? If you're looking at, we're comparing all the machine gun characters right now, right? So yes, Asuka WILLE is better than Winter Ludmilla, better than Modernia, alright? We are fighting a neutral element enemy right here. But man, Rapi Red Hood is on a different tier if you use her as burst 3, right? Okay, so here's the thing, right? I was trying to compare her. You guys know how Modernia is someone that we use in every solo raids, and she helps with just putting her as a burst 3 without needing to be 2 bursts. So hers is 317, same boss. Asuka WILLE is 294. 317. It's really close actually. It's really close, right? She doesn't need to burst to unleash her full power. You know, help you out in if you need like another burst 3 off DPS that doesn't need to burst. Now I get it that most people probably have Modernia built, and Modernia probably like you might have probably more Modernia copies, right? But it does depend, right? If you manage to pull for Asuka, I think this could be worth investing into, right? Yeah, she's actually really strong. Even without Rei right now, right? Without the Rei Ayanami tentative name, which will come next week, she's already, right now, her numbers are looking insane. The only character that she lost to is Rapi Red Hood, and of course COLLAB Black Shadow. But even then, this is like, she didn't lose by much right here, right? That's insane. So this is going to conclude how strong will Rei needs to be. Here's the important factor of how strong Asuka will be. So right now Asuka is 2nd place, and she will always be 2nd place until Rei Rei tentative name comes. So as you can see, Asuka right here is 410 million. What we do second time is 431. Okay, but we focus on SBS. SBS from 500 million goes up to 700 million. Okay, so SBS without mana, with mana we jump up by, how many is that? So we jump up by 200 million, right? Which is a lot. I think it's about 40%. Can Asuka really compete with that? So SBS, I'm assuming, right? If you put her in the right team with either mana or Alice, so we get 40% damage boost. So it all comes down to Asuka WILLE's team. How much can Rei improve Asuka WILLE? Right? We can't test that right now. Rei is not out yet. We're talking about the new Rei, by the way, not the old one. The Rei tentative name. I highly doubt it will be as high as 40% actually. I think she's going to maybe get like 20%. So I think SBS is still number 1. This is my prediction for now, right? Again, confirmation will be next week. My prediction is Rei will improve Asuka's damage by about 20 to 30%. Right? If I have to just give like a prediction, right? For Asuka WILLE to be able to catch up to SBS plus mana or SBS plus Alice team, she will need to at least be a 60% boost, right? Because if you look at the earlier numbers, which is this one, right? The increase needs to be maybe at least 50%. About 50-ish% damage boost, then we can catch up to SBS. But I actually doubt that will happen, right? I doubt that will happen. And even if that happens, it's so expensive. You gotta like probably power up both characters, right? 10 again. Whereas like everybody has Alice available. Even if you don't have mana, you have Alice available. So you can easily get the boost easier. 60% boost is too good to be true. Yeah, that's really hard to beat for sure. So should you pull for Asuka WILLE? Heck yeah! Alright, even if you are still a little bit behind Scarlet Black Shadow, come on, she's actually really strong. Now again, No confirmation right now if she will be able to beat out SBS teams in like a full potential, full setup kind of scenario. But, you know, trying to make multiple win DPS, you know, we don't have any other option right now. Another option for if you're trying to build like win teams is going to be Sakura Bloom in Summer, which is going to be the swimsuit Summer Sakura, which is going to be a limited character, right? If you miss out on her, you pretty much can't get her right now. Noir is not even close, and Asuka really basically just smokes swimsuit Sakura pretty much. She's currently right now competing in that top slot for win elemental DPS. She's really strong, man. I don't see why you wouldn't want to get her. I think she might actually be almost Pilgrim tier if you are able to pair her with Rei, but that's also going to come down to Rei's own personal damage, because even if the damage boost might not be high from Rei's buffs, if Rei can do a lot of damage, right, and that can push their numbers higher together compared to SBS with Mana, right? So because Mana doesn't do as much damage as SBS, we all know that. So that could actually be a potential, alright? It could be like a new meta team incoming for the win element as a whole. So I do think right now, if you ask my honest opinion based on day one testing, very strong, definitely build her. But yeah, I'll make a separate video. I know a lot of people have been asking me, is this Asuka better than the old Asuka? Asuka WILLE versus Asuka, the old one. Now that one is a bit complex, right? Because I need to compare like a wind element to a fire element DPS character, both different element. I need to do a separate video for that. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys have not yet already. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like. As per usual, I'll see you guys later, and make sure you guys follow me on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/GuitarRock69. So that's be where I will be streaming later today as well. We're gonna play more Nikke, so you guys can come in and ask any relevant questions. As always, have a nice day. Goodbye.